Always remember, your focus determines your reality. Stay close to me, and you'll be safe.
What up, guys? Today we're doing another follow-up video for the Shaak team. And yes, I do think this is the best team in the game right now when you're talking about Padme versus Malaks. There's just so much extra protection up, and making sure that Anakin survives, that's really the most important part to this team, and Shaak serves that purpose really, really good. So let's go into the mods really fast of who we're fighting and our Shaak as well. So these are some of the mods on the Malaks. I'm not going to show you guys all the mods. This is one of the Malaks we were fighting today, 289 speed, a lot of HP and protection, still no joke here. This one's a little bit slower, and the slower ones do tend to, be a lot more tricky, because if the Malak goes after Padme's cleanse, it just throws everything off, and you don't have the right courage stacks, and you're forced to hit Malak's taunt when he's doing it after cleanse. So honestly, I find the speeds here to be a little bit trickier, but we still were able to beat it. On the speeds on Marauder, it doesn't matter too much because they're gear 12, but Goob did say that he had a little bit more troubles with the Marauder when using the slower modded Shaak, and he wasn't able to get the train rolling earlier on, and sometimes the Marauder was able to one-shot some guys early on, but a slower modded kind of counters that. So let's show the mods on Shaak. So unfortunately, I don't have the slow mods to show you guys, and what he was actually running. It's still the fast ones. He swapped back to his fast mods, but if he does happen to send me the screenshot of it, I will let you guys know what it was. But it doesn't matter really too much what the mods were, as long as he was slow enough to go after Anakin in the turn order, or before Anakin. It doesn't matter too much, as long as he's slower than 3PO and GK. It really doesn't matter what the mods are. The speeds, need to be in that order. That way she can, wait for her cleanse or whatever she's going to be used for the assist, stuff like that. So you can see in the videos, though, that she is going a little bit slower, and that kind of proves the point where you don't need to see the mods, but you can still know that it was slower modded Shaak. But yeah, I will be, if I get the screenshot, I'll show you guys right now in between, me talking right now. But let's get into the battles for today. Real quick, though, I do think that you can pull this off versus probably gear 11, gear 12. Maybe it's probably going to be pushing it to beat gear 13 Malaks with a 4 to 5, even 6-star Shaak gear 11. I think, though, if you just mod her for more protection, making sure that she survives the initial blows, it should work out still. She's not there to do her big damage. She's there to protect Anakin, making sure that he doesn't get insta-killed, and she gives out the buffs to GK and, later on to Anakin as well. So I'm going to probably be doing some tests in the future, probably not in the near future, but in the future, once I can, farm up Shaak a little bit more when she's farmable, I will for sure do more videos on her. But you never know, maybe we'll get the actual 5th for this team to make it, just really, really good in Arena, and maybe even meta dominant. But yeah, again, this is Goobatine. He is providing me with the footage again for today, so big shout out to him. Thank you, Goobatine. Alright, so we're running the slower modded Shaak in this team, and we're fitting her in the turn order. After 3PO, after GK, and even after Anakin. So she's going to actually be the second slowest, right in front of Padme. Padme's going to, of course, be the slowest, but Shaak's going to be a little bit faster than Padme. So of course she's going to counter that, which is really cool to see in these ones. She can actually counterattack and then dispel the taunt on Trooper, which is huge, so you can open up other attacks to other people. This one is versus a Marauder, and we have 3 battles today that we're going to be showing you guys. One versus a standard team with HK instead of Marauder. We got this Marauder one, and we have one versus a Jedi Revan team. So yeah, once you can get rid of the taunt on Trooper, you're open to kill Bastila first, and then, she has a bunch of courage stacks right now. We're going to do another basic here to dispel a taunt again and try to kick Marauder. Actually, no, we're going to... Okay, so I know what he did there. We went for actually the kick on Darth Revan. Typically, I probably would have gone for the kick on Marauder instead of Darth Revan, but we had like 30 stacks of courage, plenty to kill a Darth Revan without having to worry about him surviving and then, swapping the HP with Malak. So it still worked out in our favor. In my opinion, I probably would have gone after Marauder a little bit faster. but you know, it's a little bit better. You don't have to worry about him doing any more insanity or any extra shock. So now that we have all this extra protection up, we don't need to worry about Marauder critting us, so we just basically just like whittled him down here. And you want to make sure you get a stealth up on Anakin, so he's never going to be you know, targeted by anybody else. You don't want him to get drain life from Malak, so that's really why the stealth is huge here. And honestly, there isn't too much of a difference in the turn orders of Shaak T, whether she's going to be faster or slower. This is more just of a, you know, showcase of that you can still use her slower modded in this team. She works just fine. Maybe you can argue the fact that since she is going to be the fastest one in this team, she can get off the dispel on Trooper faster, and then you can even work down, you know, HK Basilion even faster than a slower modded version can. So in that regards, I think, you know, she can still be used faster rather than slower. But, you know, this is going to show you guys if you don't have those fast mods. So we're at the bottom of this, or we're at the end of the battle here. We lost our GK, we have healing immunity that stuck, and we just finished off our Malak right there. So this is the first one. Let's go into the next one, guys, versus, you know, the normal team with HK. All right, so here's the HK one. Turn order is all the same, guys. These are not different mods on anybody here. And yeah, you're just waiting for all this stuff, the AoE happen, and now we can counter that because if you have Shaak T's unique Zeta, she counters and she gets retribution whenever she's attacked. So she's going to counter early on and then be able to dispel the Trooper, which I think is really important Zeta to have. And if we can figure out more to this team later on, with me testing out more often, I'll probably need to, you know, say that Zeta is really recommended in this team to really work well. That Zeta is going to be huge in a lot of different aspects of this battle and these battles in general. So now we're going to just get some more buffs on GK so we can, you know, last a little bit longer. And, you know, we have all these courage stacks and we're forced to hit Malak, unfortunately. So, you know, it's not that bad because, I mean, GK is like Gear 13 and they're going to be pretty tanky. Gear 13 GK is probably, you know, him and Anakin are probably the most important to Gear 13. I did a video on that a little bit earlier ago, a couple days ago, I think. If you guys want to go check it out in the Gear 13 order. But, yeah. Right now we're going to just try to get through Trooper. And these battles are just pretty much the same as any other battles, guys. There's not much to say about this. You want to just make sure you can bypass Trooper. Then you can go work on the most important people like HK and Bastila. So I still do think this is probably the best Padme team in the game right now. Yoda can be used okay, but you're most of the time getting stuck behind the Trooper taunt, and you can't really do too much about that. In this team, you are able to bypass that by using Shaak T's basic to dispel that, or if you're using Ahsoka, you can also do that as well by doing the same basic. So I think, using Ahsoka and 3PO works as well. Yoda, I think, in my opinion, is a little bit better defensively. He holds a lot better for me over Ahsoka. But yeah, this is all about Shaak T, though. Let's go on the next one versus the Jedi Revan team. Alright, so this is a Jedi Revan team with Thrawn. This isn't a full Jedi team, I know. Don't get too mad and too upset about this, guys. But this is the worst possible case scenario here. Jedi Revan marked Anakin, which is the worst thing that can happen in any of these. And he's got even a fracture on GK. Gear 13, I will say, in this battle helps a lot, guys. And Anakin's HP does help a lot, so that's why I recommend, using more HP sets on him, more potency, especially versus the Malaks, trying to get the healing immunity to stick. I mean, Anakin hasn't gotten a good, hit off or anything like that, but with Padme's unique, it really helps countering this Jedi Revan team with all the extra counters and extra assists out of turn. And man, just the extra cleanse with Shaak T versus these Jedi Revan teams is really important. I don't know, there's just so much, utility to Shaak T that makes me just think that she's got to be the best fifth in this team as of right now. I'm sure we're going to get more fifths that are going to be a little better in the future. Hopefully, Mace Windu, maybe a clone, we don't know. But this is just, right now, in the present, what it looks like. So I'm going to speed this one up, guys. Let you just see what happens. And it's going to be a long battle. I don't want to sit and talk through all of it, so let's speed it up a little bit. So now that we saw the slower modded Shaak T, guys, this is a little guide. I tried to make one, you know, a few days ago. There's a lot of info that I added, and it was more for in-depth type of things. This one here, though, is made by Juan. I think I'm gonna butcher this so hard. Juan de las Nieves. He's on my Discord. Big shout out to you, my guy. I love it. So yeah, I think this is probably the best showcase. You know, show the info for you guys of what's happening and all this stuff. So the only thing that might be a little bit confusing to you is the Gear 13 list. Pretty much though, the Gear 13 order is going to be Anakin first, GK, and then Padme. Don't worry too much about 3PO in this. After that though, I'd probably go for Ahsoka or Shaak T now. Now that we have those two, we know that those are probably the best fifths in this team. So there you guys have it for that. And then just, you know, more clarification. The recommended here is ones you don't need, but they do help out a little bit. Out of these two, I do think that Ahsoka and 3PO's Zeta are really nice to have. I don't think you need Padme versus any of these other Malak teams. Her unique is not necessary. But you really need, you know, Anakin's unique, GK's, and Padme lead. So that's the little guide here, guys, today. Let me know if you are enjoying your Padme team. If you need any help, let me know as well. I do still think that we're going to get a fifth. I don't know if this is going to be the best fifth in the game for a while now with Shaak T being in the game. I will do more testing once I get her up in gear. Just those dang cryotechs, guys. I freaking hate those. But yeah, that's going to be it though for today, guys. Make sure you like, share, and sub to the channel. It really helps out, guys. We're close on the 2K subs goal. It's going to be awesome to hit that. I'll do a special video for you guys there. Besides that though, we have a Discord and a Patreon link. Go check out those two things. And that's going to be it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoy the video, and I will see you later.
Walking the streets of the future is really going to be breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.